Hello guys, and welcome to another redstone video with Cass on the Maizuma channel. So we are going to start a new mini series. This is my second one, and this one is going to be about trees, so all sorts of weird and interesting stuff here. The first video is going to be about this hidden tree door. I have a lot to tell you guys about this thing. So it's super compact. It's the first time I even tried to make a tree door, but I had a lot of previous knowledge, and I will explain more about that during the tutorial that I will do now. Wow, this is a pretty interesting circuit, pretty interesting little circuit. The opening, you see there's a derp, there's one extra movement, and that's because I actually fire a triple extender twice and not a double piston extender followed by a triple piston extender retraction. Let's see, the closing is just perfect. It's fast and precise, but the opening uses a torch burnout and a lot of derpness. It's only 120 blocks, which makes it the most compact tree door ever made so far, but I assure you guys that it's possible to make it even more compact if you're up to the challenge. As you can see here, we have a lot of air spaces here, so it's interesting. It's possible to make it more compact. I just don't know how, but I'm sure it's possible. So the way I make it work is I use freaking 16 items as a timer here to grab those blocks at the end of the retraction. And I use a smart trick here. I power this block here so that this torch cannot turn on. So it is a triple extension, but I basically disable the last element here to unpower this guy so it can't. And when I unpower it, it starts to do the triple piston retraction. That's why it derps, that's why there's an extra move here. But when this torch turns on, the retraction is halfway done already, so it won't break the tree, the trunk of the tree. And then the hardest part was to be able to fire again the triple piston extender within this small space. So what I did here is I used a torch burnout to activate the triple piston extender that I learned from ABH 037, which is a great redstoner, by the way. You can see it here. I can fire this. Then when we try to open this thing, it will take a while because this circuit here basically prevents you from breaking the door, because you need to wait for the 16 items, and this little purple circuit here will not allow you to flip the lever again unless the 16 items are in place. So yeah, so let's close it again, and if we wait now for the opening, you can see that there is a torch burnout here. It's the first thing to get activated, but then those guys will basically try to update the torch burnout again, and it will not become a clock. The torch burnout will update itself, but it will not do it multiple times. And it is all thanks to this very little circuit here, the black circuit here. It's little, it's small, but it took me like 80% of the design. I had everything working, I just couldn't fire the triple piston extender again. And the black circuit with those pistons here made it possible. It was a lot of work. So all in all, the redstone is very interesting. It doesn't look bad either. I added a lamp here just for show, but you can see the only redstone you will see is this torch and two pistons, so it's the closest you can get to seamless, considering it's not seamless, if I might say so. So enough talk, let's do a tutorial. Alright guys, first thing we want to do is to find ourselves a nice little tree, and under the surface we're going to build this piston layout here. So you can pause the video, and all those pistons are sticky pistons, none of them are regular pistons. And we're going to use 5 blocks in this direction, 4 blocks here, and it's 6 tall, or 5 under the surface if you don't count this, but you have to. Okay, our input is going to be right here. It's the red circuit, so place your lever here, a torch and a pair of hoppers, and that will of course require a comparator. Inside these hoppers you can place 16 items. Okay, so down here we have redstone dust and a monostable circuit. This is just delay, and also here repeater on 2 ticks because we don't want this piston to spit out this one. So this will take care of the first block. It will place the first piece of log here, and we now need to take care of the second one, which basically means building the entire circuit. So from here we just grab a signal like this, and we send a signal to this repeater, and now we need to build the triple piston extender. So this guy it goes like so, like this. Place redstone dust here and block this off, so this is off. 3 ticks here, and then torch, solid, another torch, and this is surface, so you can place grass here. And to power it from the bottom you can add this, and finally torch, 2 ticks there, and torch with a solid block there. This is all we need for the triple piston extender. The green circuit is quite interesting as well, and it's really small, but it's also interesting. Let me explain. This is not precisely timed to retract this block and place it back there. What happens here is that this guy gets a signal whenever the triple extender also gets a signal. It grabs a signal from this torch, which is part of the triple piston extender. So it should fire multiple times, but it doesn't, because it can only act when the triple extender is finally done retracting the first block. So yeah, this is an interesting circuit because of the timing. I use it here. Okay, so let's continue with the red circuit. For this you can basically break this and let this torch burn out, then place your redstone dust again, and this will do the entire triple extension. Okay, this is it. And let's see what this does already. Okay, and we need to wait for 16 items to flow inside this hopper, and once it does we can already do this. So we have the first block retraction, and what we need to do now is to update this guy, and it will grab this other block. It didn't do that this time because this guy already retracted, and I basically broke the circuit. So let's quickly fix everything up. Sorry guys. Okay, and now to do this we'll do the little black circuit. Why don't I have black wool in my inventory? I don't know. Okay, so place a sticky piston here with redstone block. It will connect to a second sticky piston with another redstone block, and it will basically update. It will power this guy and update this one. And to power this thing we will use this and a torch here, and this will time this thing properly so that it doesn't become a clock. It only updates twice. Okay, so get rid of this. This is now open. Okay, so click deliver to test things out. As I told you guys, we need to wait for 16 items to go here, so this is really slow. And finally, let's see the opening. Okay, didn't fire. So I messed up here. This must be on 3 ticks. Okay, sorry again guys. And then 16 items and flip it again. Okay, so now it fires twice and opens correctly. You can use any kind of block to fill those gaps here. Of course, redstone blocks will probably not work. So yeah, you don't see the redstone now, then cover up the surface, and now I will show you how to build a secondary input so you don't have to worry about waiting for the 16 items here, and also how to build a way out of this thing. Okay, let's do the blue circuit, and this goes like so. Place a repeater here, I mean a comparator, and then another comparator, and redstone dust there. This needs to be strongly powered, so we'll need a repeater there, and this repeater on 2 ticks will be locked by that guy, and we can also unlock it by powering this. This should be on subtraction mode. It actually doesn't, but just to be safe, you know. Then if you place your lever there, you can now power this thing, and if we don't wait for the 16 items, it will automatically wait for us and open the door whenever possible, so the door won't break. Okay, the secondary circuit is to help us get out of here. So just grab a button. Wooden button will give you more time, which is useful on servers, especially. Then here we can use probably a redstone block. This is going to be all sealed. This is surface and everything. And from here you just need to place a solid block there, then repeater on 2 ticks and redstone dust here. So if you are inside of this thing, let me show you from outside first. It will do the double extension and double retraction, nothing will break, so you have enough time to get out of this place. So yeah, this is basically it, guys. This is my 3-door, little bit slow, little bit complicated maybe, but it is an interesting circuit, and this is the first episode of the Treelogy. So make sure not to miss any episode. I hope to see you guys soon. So bye bye.